Emmet's Proclamation 1803, Part 3. Conformably to the above proclamation, the Provisional Government of Ireland decrees that as follows. 1. From the date and promulgation hereof, titles are forever abolished. The church lands are the property of the nation. 2. From the same date, all transfers of landed property are prohibited, each person holding what he now possesses on paying his rent until the national government is established, the national will declared, and the courts of justice organized. 3. From the same date, all transfer of bonds, debentures, and all public securities are in like manner and form forbidden and declared void for the same time and for the same reasons. 4. The Irish generals commanding districts shall seize such of the partisans of England as may serve for hostages, and shall apprise the English commander opposed to them that a strict retaliation shall take place if any outrages contrary to the laws of war shall be committed by the troops under his command or by the partisans of England in the district which he occupies. 5. That the Irish generals are to treat, except where retaliation makes it necessary, the English troops who may fall into their hands, or such Irish as serve in the regular forces of England, and who shall have acted conformably to the laws of war as prisoners of war, but all Irish militia, yeomen, or volunteer corps, or bodies of Irish or individuals who 14 days from the promulgation and date hereof shall be found in arms, shall be considered as rebels committed for trial, and their properties confiscated. 6. The generals are to assemble court-martials, who are to be sworn to administer justice, who are not to condemn without sufficient evidence, and before whom all military offenders are to be sent instantly for trial. 7. No man is to suffer death by their sentence, except for mutiny. The sentences of such others as are judged worthy of death shall not be put in execution until the provincial government declares its will, nor are court-martials or any pretext to sentence, nor is any officer to suffer the punishment of flogging or any species of torture to be inflicted. The generals are to enforce the strictest discipline and to send offenders immediately before court-martials, and are enjoined to chase away from the Irish armies all such as shall disgrace themselves by being drunk in presence of the enemy. 9. The generals are to apprise their respective armies that all military stores, arms, or ammunition belonging to the English government be the property of the captors, and the value is to divide it equally without respect of rank between them, except that the widows, orphans, parents, or other heirs of such as gloriously fall in the attack shall be entitled to a double share. 10. As the English nation has made war on Ireland, all English property, in ships or otherwise, is subject to the same rule, and all transfer of them is forbidden and declared void, in like manner as is expressed in number 2 and 3. 10. As the English nation has made war on... I read that already. 11. The generals of the different districts are hereby endowed to confer rank up to colonels, inclusive, on such as they conceive to merit it from the nation, but as not to make more colonels than one for 1,500 men, nor more lieutenant colonels than one for every 1,000 men. The generals shall seize 11. The generals of the different districts are hereby empowered to confer. 12. The generals shall seize on all sums of public money in the custom houses in their districts, or in the hands of the different collectors, county treasurers, or other revenue officers, whom they shall render responsible for the sums in their hands. The generals shall pass receipts for the amount and account to the provisional government for the expenditure. When the people elect their officers up to the colonels, the general is bound to confirm it. No officer can be broke but by the sentence of a court-martial. 14. The generals shall correspond with the provisional government, to whom they shall give details of all their operations. They are to correspond with the neighboring generals, to whom they are to transmit all necessary intelligence and to cooperate with them. 15. The generals commanding in each country shall, as soon as it is declared of the enemy, assemble the county committee, who shall be elected conformably to the Constitution of the United Irishmen. All the requisitions necessary for the army shall be made in writing by the generals to the committee, who are hereby empowered and enjoined to pass their receipts for each article to the owners, to the end that they may receive their full value from the nation. 16. The county committee is charged with civil direction of the county, the care of the national property, and the preservation of order and justice in the county, for which purpose the county committees are to appoint a high sheriff and one or more sub-sheriffs to execute their orders, a sufficient number of justices of the peace for the county, a high and a sufficient number of petty constables in each barony, who are respectively charged with the duties now performed by these magistrates. 17. The county of Cork, on account of its extent, is to be divided conformably to the boundaries for raising the militia into the counties of North and South Cork, for each of which a county constable, high sheriff, and all magistrates are above directed are to be appointed. The county committee, 18. The county committees are hereby empowered and enjoined to issue warrants to apprehend such persons as it shall appear, or sufficient evidence evidence perpetrated murder, torture, or other breaches of the acknowledged laws of war and morality on the people, to the end that they may be tried for those offenses as soon as the competent courts of justice are established by the nation. 19. The county committee shall cause the sheriff or his officers to seize on all the personal and real property of such persons, to put seals on their effects, to appoint proper persons to preserve all such property until the national courts of justice shall have decided on the fate of the proprietors. 20. The county committee shall act in like manner with all state and church lands, parochial estates, and all public lands and edifices. 21. The county committee shall in the interim receive all the rents and debts of such persons and estates, and shall give receipt for the same, shall transmit to the provisional government an exact account of their value, extent and amount, and receive the directions of the provisional government thereon. 22. They shall appoint some proper house in the counties where the sheriff is permanently to reside, and where the county committee shall assemble. They shall cause all the records and papers of the county to be there transferred, arranged, and kept, and the orders of the government are there to be transmitted and received. 23. The county committee is hereby empowered to pay out of these effects, or by assessment, reasonable salaries for themselves, the sheriff, justices, and other magistrates whom they shall appoint. 24. They shall keep a written journal of all their proceedings, signed each day by the members of the committee, or a sufficient number of them, For the inspection of government. 25. The county committee shall correspond with government on the subjects with which they are charged and transmit to the general of the district such information as they may conceive useful to the public. 26. The county committee shall take care that the state prisoners, however great their offenses, shall be treated with humanity and allow them a sufficient support to the end that all the world may know that the Irish nation is not actuated by the spirit of revenge, but of justice. 27. The provisional government, wishing to commit as soon as possible the sovereign authority to the people, direct that each county and city shall elect agreeably to the Constitution of United Irishmen representatives to meet in Dublin, to whom the moment they assemble, the provisional government will resign in its functions, and without presuming to dictate to the people, they beg to suggest that for the important purpose to which these electors are called, integrity of character should be the first object. 28. The number of representatives being arbitrary, the provisional government have adopted that of the late House of Commons, 300, and according to the best return of the population of the cities and counties, the following numbers are to be returned from each: Antrim, 13, Armagh, 9, Belfast Town, 1, Carlow, 3, Cavan, 7, Clare, 8, Cork County North, 14, Cork County South, 14, Cork City, 6, Donegal, 10, Down, 6, Drogheda, 1, Dublin County, 4, Dublin City, 14, Fermanagh, 5, Galloway, 10, Kerry, 9, Kildare, 4, Kilkenny, 7, Kings County, 6, Leitrim, 5, Limerick County, 10, Limerick City, 3, Londonderry, 9, Longford, 4, Louth, 4, Mayo, 12, Meath, 9, Monaghan, 9, Queens County, 6, Roscommon, 8, Sligo, 6, Tipperary, 13, Tyrone, 14, Waterford County, 6, Waterford City, 2, Westmeath, 5, Wexford, 9, Wicklow, 5. 29. In the cities of the same sort of regulation as in the counties shall be abandoned. The city committee shall appoint one or more sheriffs as they think proper, and shall take possession of all the public and corporation properties in their jurisdiction in like manner as is directed for counties. 30. The provisional government strictly exhort and enjoin all magistrates, officers, civil and military, and the whole of the nation to cause the laws of morality to be enforced and respected, and to execute as far as in them lies justice with mercy, by which alone liberty can be established and the blessings of divine providence secured.